they're finding a disparity, as we already knew, when you look at black to other ratio. It's just, we talked about that over and over again, and we say, why is that? The way we eat, our health care, our economic situation, all of these things that play to us. But they're also finding that right up there, the Latino, and that's a lot of those are going to be the same thing with them, but they're looking at the LGBT category is unusually high.
In what regard
as far as cases of COVID?
Interesting.
Well, why is that? We know how the virus is transmitted. It's person to person, so I guess it's just maybe put that together, Larry.
Okay. I have to go move to the science again. I don't know, and I don't want to be presuming to know because I don't know what that would be.
Let me do this.
Go ahead.
Anybody in the LGBTQAI community, you have a voice on the To The Point show, please feel free to call us
in
at 615-242-7760. Because I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, how do you check off a block or something to say that you LGBTQAI? I mean, like, help me out with that. Like, I know.
How are they figuring out?
Yeah, like, how are you just pinpointing that demographic of people? I think that's very personal.
Neither one of us have took the test yet. Is that correct?
I haven't. I'm gonna take it tomorrow.
Okay, well, we'll see today after your question on that.
I'm like, what? I mean, I'm just saying. I mean,
they're gonna ask you if you
LGBTQAI.
Book Larry for your next event.
They're gonna ask you, are you
cookouts? And he has only a few best man slots left this year. Book Larry, tothepointshow.com. Also, remember, we have a free business directory on tothepointshow.com. Get your business on there.
Gives a great big shout out to your business, no matter how big or small.
That's right.
We honor all business people. We love you. We want our business to succeed and prosper. Ron, hold on, Ron. That's the best question we've had all day.
What's that?
You go get a COVID test. They find they want to know your race, of course.
Sure. Age.
And
they're finding that it's younger that's catching it more now than the older, like in the 20 to 30 range.
Right. But they're not being they're not being affected severely. It's like maybe,
and it's like a flu to them, a little couple of
allergy,
days, 24-hour flu.
Yeah, so I mean, that's one of those deals where what do you do? But I'm saying, hey, that is curious. That's good. I mean, they ask you, are you gay, straight, heterosexual?
Right. I'm just.
Okay, here's another thing.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, here's another thing. We keep hearing about the virus and the after effects and vaccines, but why? I mean, where's Lenora at? Because we're not hearing anybody say eat right, eat fruits and vegetables, drink your water, exercise.
Sister Lenore, if you're listening in, call in. We need to know about how to stay healthy in the pandemic.
Dr. Fauci, where you at on that?
Dr. Fauci.
Call him in.
I saw Dr. Fauci throw a baseball out the first pitch at somebody in the stands. He threw the ball. He didn't throw it to the high catcher. He threw it to somebody in the stands. But I'm sorry. But back on a more serious note. Wait a minute. You guys have been hearing that the president wants to send federal help, Department of Homeland Security, to help local law enforcement in cities that are having problems with what they call what has been portrayed as peaceful protests, but what it looks like to me now, this is just me, looks like anarchy and anarchists that are sowing the seeds of discord in our society.
Yeah. And
I mean, if you want to get anything done in this society, you go to the ballot box and you vote, and you get the representative, in most cases, who you want to promote your agenda. Am I right or wrong? Now, anarchy and violence. There's no place for that in today's society because we're not living in that. Now, if you think we're living in that extreme, let me know. Call in and please share that. But
it seems to be different groups within the group of protesters.
Okay, so they're hiding and they're in disguise.
What about, let me bring this, what about what happened in Louisville with the militia African American or black militia that was armed, just wanted to just show up and.
They didn't do anything to anybody. They do anything to anybody. They weren't bothering anybody. That was their right to show up, come with your gun or whatever you want to do.
That's right.
As long as you don't bother anybody's property, that is fine. That's the American way.
That's the American way.
I mean, I don't know the platform or whatever, but
let's find out.
Let's find out the black militia in Louisville. If you're in Louisville listening to our show, call in 615-242-7760. We want to hear more.
That's national.
Well, of course, but they had live TV coverage in Louisville, as I recall, and I heard what they were saying. Mm-hmm. But I mean, is there more to the platform than what we heard? And that's that's a great way to go and march and speak your mind and go back home, But go and burn down buildings, tear down stuff, fight, injure people, injure police officers. I'm sorry. Big shout out to law enforcement, first responders. We support you 100%. Of course, there's a bad apple in every barrel, but by and large, the people in law enforcement are just the finest people in society and have one of the toughest jobs in society. So big shout out and a big thank you. Thank you.
Let me throw this in the gumbo.
Okay, go ahead.
We do know the mental health piece. It's alarming, and everything is increasing. If you know somebody who is needing medicine and need to make sure they take their medicine. What I found out here recently, Ron and Larry, individuals have stopped taking their medicine, went cold turkey. And because of that, that's another chemical reaction. So now you invite other substances in your life in lieu of what you had.
Okay.
And that is causing a lot of overdoses. We having a lot of overdoses right now, right here in Nashville.
You're right.
We having a lot of overdoses. And young people. So we need to bring some awareness to that, and we'll talk about that next week after we have a meeting Friday night at Hadley Park with Miss Clemmy Greenleaf and some other parents.
Okay. A meeting in Hadley's Park. Meeting in Hadley's Park this coming Friday.
It's supposed to be, yes.
What's the date on? What's the date? Is that gonna be the 30th or the 31st?
I don't know.
I can't look. I'm sorry.
We
will know.
The 27th.
Yeah.
So
Friday, the 31st.
So Friday, the 31st in Hadley's Park, Nashville, Tennessee.
With mothers or.
Miss Clemmy has been fighting, man.
Yeah. I mean, that's even it's not
a fighter.
Okay, it's not gun violence, but it's still violent. Like, here we are. We said this is hypothetical, y'all. Listen to me. If I'm suffering from some type of mental illness and I need my medicine, and Larry goes, we stop taking it, and Larry brings me another substance to help.
No, why you gonna use Larry?
I'm just saying, is that Larry is right? He's now a contributor to my death.
But we look at,
he's a contributor.
So many things from this COVID, Larry.
Yes.
Things we haven't been talking about. We have